There he is, Week 4 against Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football.
Interception
Mosley.
on Mahomes.
Yes.
You got him.
Picking off
Not
Mahomes.
bad for my one.
First time you got him? First time you ever got Mahomes with a pick?
It was. In 18, no, you know what? It actually felt good because in 18 when we played him with the Ravens, he made that fourth quarter. He made that
crazy throw across the body.
So I think it was like cover 3 or something. I wasn't in my zone. I just saw him drop. I'm like, man, somebody got to be behind me. So I turn and I see Cheetah. I'm like, oh Lord. So I'm like running. I see the ball floating. I'm like, oh, I'm about to get this. I just put my arm out and he catches it. I'm like, oh my God, here we go with this.
Well,
but got him back this year.
All right, so we'll start there. I mean, right? Wax Poll, tell us what it's like playing Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you played against him a few times in the career. What is it like? What do you got to think about as a middle linebacker?
Well, before the scramble breaks down, it's just consistent football. You know, you have to do your job. You got to trust your defensive linemen to have a good rush game,
right?
To keep them in the pocket, or just to either they're gonna flush them out and just try to make them hurry up throw. So outside of that, you know, it's about executing. You know, not causing silly penalties. You know, not giving them great field position. You know, special teams everybody doing their job. Now let's get to the part where he started to make plays, the Mahomes magic that everybody talk about.
Right.
So you know, a lot of it looks like backyard football, but you know, this offense has been together a long time, coaches included. So, you know, you think about Kelsey, look at the routes that he runs. A lot of tight ends not running those routes because they're not real routes.
Right.
You know, they breaking off once he gets to a certain spot in the pocket or once he scramble, like they know exactly where to go. So, you know, a lot of those great plays that he make and, you know, the receivers and tight ends help him make, you know, they're all talking to each other and they have a system. So, you know, when you get teams that been together like that and have that camaraderie and, you know what to do when adversity hits and things happen right now, like they know exactly what to do.
Right.
One of the things that impressed me this year, CJ, about the Jets defense, despite whatever was going on with the offense, whatever the score was, whatever the circumstances were, you guys were always bringing it. There was never a sense of resignation or it's not our day or, you know, we're never going to be able to score enough points to overcome.
Right.
You guys went out there every drive, it seemed like, every snap, and you were doing everything you could to keep that other team from gaining an inch, much less gaining a first down.
Yeah, you know, we just take tremendous pride every time we step out on the field. Our defense has definitely gotten really close, especially since 21. Obviously, that's when the Coach Saleh's version of the defense was really together. So, you know, you think about MC, you think about you know, our defensive line, you think about Quinn, you know, think about all the guys that was there in 21. You couldn't tell me then, but you know, we was the worst defense in 21, you know, statistically, and you know, it was hard for somebody to convince me that way because I knew like how hard we worked every single week. You think about Coach Brick, think about my linebacker coach, Coach Rudy, like all the hard work they put in and building that foundation. And fast forward to now, we look like a whole different defense, and that's because we have to learn from those mistakes. We have to go through that tough year.
Right.
The couple games we had this year where we got embarrassed on the field, and it felt like there was like the offense was just trying to prove a point. Like those things, that's why I play defense. Like, because like no, you can't do that to our team. You can't do that to my brother. So, you know, anytime we step out on the field, that's our motivation and mindset.
How do you, off of Mike, like what Mike's saying, like, I mean, how do you stay positive on defense sometimes with the way your offense was playing, right? When it's like, hey, 3 plays, we're back out. 3 plays, we're back out, right?
Yeah.
That's where we were impressed, is that it just was like, holy cow, they're going to break eventually. I mean, how do you keep your guys positive? How do you not look at the offense and go, hey, dudes, like, what the hell? Can you do something?
I think it's human nature. You know, sometimes it's like we can control what we can control, and the other time it gets to you. You get frustrated. And for me, I can only speak for myself personally. I don't play my best when I'm frustrated, especially when I'm like worried about the clock and looking at the score and focused on like what the offense is doing. It just takes me out of my game. And the only reason I know that because my dad told me that this past year. He said for the first time, like he saw me looking at the clock at the scoreboard. I was like wow, like I really was. And so once I took that part of the game out of it and just focus on our job on defense, and that's getting off the field.
You say that to the guys too? Or you try
like
to say that same thing?
we had a meeting like as a defense. We have to tell ourselves like we gotta just control what we can control because you want to make that extra play when things are going tough. You want to be the guy to go make that tackle, but now you just putting yourself out of position Now, when you out of position, that leads to one guy being open, and now the next guy got it. So
right.
it's just
and
a trickle down effect. So,
yeah, right.
like I said, it's human nature to want to like do more, especially when you're losing. But we have to trust each other. We have to do our job, and the teams that does that, play disciplined football, stay consistent. Those are the teams usually come out on top.
Right.
Your boss, your big boss, all the way up to the top, Woody Johnson, he made some comments last night. He wants the coach, Robert Saleh, to focus more on offense this year. Focus on the offense. What's your reaction when you hear that?
I don't have a major reaction. Like, I don't get paid to discuss those things. But it's my job to believe and trust in our coaches and everybody to level up. So I'm gonna let them handle that, and I got to play my part as a player on the team and as a leader. So whoever's on our team in that building when it's time to get to work, that's what it's going to be.
Wow, look at that. That's a vet right there.
Yeah, that's right.
He knows the owner.
Ready
he knows
to play
who's
for
paying the
Belichick
bills.
somewhere.
He's like, damn, I know exactly what to say.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Appreciate it.
All right, so, I mean, I want to hear your pitch in a minute because I know you're here on behalf of Seat Club. But first, I want to hear you give me a lean for the game. What are you thinking here? Where are you going? Most people we've had here, we're like, it's 100-2 Chiefs over Niners so far.
My thing is, you got one team. Well, the narrative. You got one team that's looking for revenge. You got another team that's trying to solidify their dynasty.
Right.
So right now, I'm thinking dynasty over revenge.
Okay.
So I'm going Chiefs. Don't know the score.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for this game especially, like I feel it's gonna be some crazy stuff.
It could be 20-17 or 38-35.
Yeah, so
I feel like this game. I don't know
both
either.
defenses are very tough.
Right.
Special teams going to play a part.
Right.
And definitely field position when it comes down like to the turnover. So it's going to be a fun game to watch for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
How much time do you spend thinking about what this year would have been for the Jets, but for what happened week 1, 4 snaps in, no Aaron Rodgers, and just everything gets turned upside down, all the plans get scrapped before you can even get started?
Not as much as you would think because, once you go down that path, it's just like it's all just imaginative. So, I just try to stay in the present. And like I was saying, just things that you can only control, just worry about that. Like, obviously, we all wish he would have played, and nobody knows how this year would have looked whether he played or not. So we do have a great opportunity to run it back next year. So let's do everything we can and plug in the right pieces and look at the right side of the ball if necessary to do so.
What do you think of Aaron Rodgers based on what you saw of him practice field preseason?
I would say this, the way he came out to work before his injury and to see him come out and work in December post-injury, nothing changed at all. Like the way he demanded greatness from his one offense to the scout offense was the same. The way he went through his steps were the same. Obviously, the arm talent, nothing changed there. He was throwing the ball great late December. So, and just having him around, just the experience that he's had, the things he can talk about, the things he's seen, like you can't knock that.
Were you shocked by the stardom of Aaron Rodgers? Like, were you shocked a little bit, about holy crap? I mean, it's just like he joined the team, and every media member in the world wants to be there and interview.
That first day was crazy. The whole building was going crazy that first day. But
it was.
I knew he was famous, but he's like A-list. He's
it's
like
A-list another
famous
level
now.
famous,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
I know.
It's different.
It is.
His conversation
is different than your normal football player superstar.
Just hanging out with Michael Jordan one. They're like, okay,
yeah,
all right, that's different.
Yeah, it is different, no doubt. All right, middle linebacker, let's hear it, Mr. C Club.
Mr. C Club.
Okay.
So C Club is a subscription-based company. So you think about Ticketmaster, you think about StubHub.
Right.
You're in Las Vegas, you don't have a ticket, you want to buy a ticket for the game. So it's already going to be expensive. So now once you get to the end of it, you have all these markup fees, all these fees coming up out of nowhere.
Right.
So with C Club, it's a subscription base. It's a one-time subscription. It's $99 a year.
Right.
But they're doing a promo under my name, CJ.
Right.
And it's 57% off now. So that's 1 year, 57% off of $99. And once you subscribe, no matter where you are, no matter what the venue is, it could be a game, it can be a show, anything like that. And you just pay them the flat price.
And
the only way C Club they get paid is from the subscription, so nothing else. So
damn.
Straight. So the thing I like about it most, for as a player, when I go to away games, my family wants to go.
Right.
But, they're not giving us good seats.
The road team seats are in the nosebleeds.
We have to go to Ticketmaster.
Right.
And, buy those special tickets. So this is something that we can use and buy a bulk of tickets and not have to worry about a crazy
not to pay $9
price.
million for it.
So you're saving up to 30-35% from it.
Man,
that's
I like
pretty
that.
good
Way
deal.
to go,
I got to check that out.
That's pretty cool.
That's something I'm definitely going to check out. Seat Club.
I like it.
One more thing.
We
talked to Sauce yesterday about the all gas, no brakes slogan. And I said to him, the brakes are there for a reason. Shouldn't it be all gas and maybe tap the brakes once in a while?
At some point, you got to hit the brake. The brake is on. For us, the brake is on right now.
Yeah.
So it may not be on for the coaches and the staff, but yeah. But I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's just telling you that when you step on the field, like, we're not letting anything go. Like once we on the field and cross the white line, we're going to work and we got something to prove.
Yeah. All right. Well,
awesome.
Excellent, CJ. It's great seeing you. Thank you for some of your time. All the best moving forward.
Yep.
CJ Mosley, when we return. Is he in the building? Is it Kirk Cousins' time?
It
might be
close.
Kirk Cousins' time.
He's
All
a
right.
Vikings fan.
Thanks, CJ. More PFT Live right after this.
Yep.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.